get set to match up between our visitors and the Austin Bats. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 over.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Allen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. Number 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Anyway, hey, begin. Check 37. Check 37. 53's the mic.
Throwing on first down. Rhodes. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Patriots.
Got it. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Please. Speed up, please. Let's get out. Let's go. Come on. Check 24. Check 20. Check 24.
On first down, Rhodes. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rhodes. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Rhodes. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready.
Check. Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 49. Check Mike 99. I got one. Check Mike 99.
5.
He'll drop to throw. Caught by Allen. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats,
Set, ready.
throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
Mike 99. Let's go. Check Mike 99.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Break.
45 for Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45. Now. 45. Stop your whining. 45 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Big river, big river.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 27-yard line.
On second down now. It's Allen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Okay, ready?
Mike score 2. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, ready. Mike 29. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on third and long. Rhodes. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Allen. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Yeah, I got you. Check.
To throw on second down, Rhodes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
I got you, Pop. 45, 45, 45.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
It's now third down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit. Step.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Let's go. Wide, get wide. Under 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Mike 29. Watch the run.
On third down, here's an option play left. He may try and run for this. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And the Toronto first down.
Set. Time to end it. 29. Cut. 29 is the mic.
On first and 10, Rhodes. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Look at me. Go. Dude.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Allen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
61, matchbox lights.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Go.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
On the ready. Mike. Good shot. Oh, here we go. Oh. 49 is the Mike. Mike, quick.
From the gun, Rhodes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Back to throw. Rhodes on the move to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Rhodes. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 to Mike. 53.
On 3rd down, Rhodes. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Let's see what you got. Slam. Watch twist. Watch check. Patch it. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Back. Watch this. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
He's out of bounds.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.